Good day, everyone. After we study the epithelial tissue, so now we continue to the connective tissue. So connective tissue here, they show you three types of the connective tissue, but actually you need to study more than three. Okay, the connective tissue is usually characterized by a large amount of extracellular materials, or we call the matrix, that separate cells from one another. So the matrix actually, or we call it extracellular matrix, is made up of protein fibers and ground substances. So the protein fibers, they're mainly made up of collagens and elastic fibers. Okay, so that means the connective tissue is the specialized cells plus the matrix. Okay, specialized cell plus protein fibers and ground substances. Okay, now look at here. This diagram that shows you the some of the specialized cells, okay, and also can see the collagen fiber. Okay, and then here ground substances. Okay, this is elastic fiber. Okay, reticular fiber. Where I circle it? No, in the box one. Okay, they are the matrix, extracellular matrix. So the rest, they are the specialized cells. Okay, connective tissue is for binding together organs within the body cavity, for food storage, for protections, and for producing blood and lymph. So there are several types: loose fibrous connective tissue, dense fibrous connective tissue, adipose tissue, cartilage, bone, blood, and lymph. Okay, now we go through one by one. So you can see like this one now, for example, here this is bone. Okay, this one is the tendon. Okay, then they show you the ligament. Here they got ligament or not. Here they show you the ligament, cartilage. Okay, blood. All right, fat, adipose tissue. So the subconnective tissue are named according to their function. So if the one is osteoblast, they start with blast. So they form bone, that means they produce the matrix. Cyte, osteocytes, that means they maintain, okay, the bone or maintain the extracellular matrix. If the one start with clast, osteoclast, the one is to break down the matrix, okay, for remodeling, okay. So loose fibrous connective tissue occurs throughout the body and below the epitheliums with fat. Okay, this is loose, so that's why when you touch it, this one. Okay, so it's soft. Then the loose fibrous connective tissue is composed of cells called fibroblasts. Okay, fibroblast. So you know blast is for what? This tissue beneath the skin in lung arteries and urinary bladder for expansions. Okay, for expansion. See, they came for expansion. All right, for expansion. This tissue forms a protective covering over the organs, muscle, nerve, and glands. So therefore, protections. Okay, because they throughout the body. Okay. So for example, this one you can see the cell, the specialized cell, they're loosely arranged, and then you see the fibers. Okay, the protein fibers and the ground substances, okay, loosely arranged. So dense fibrous connective tissue, just as loose and dense, that means here is the less ground substances. So, but they have more protein fibers. Okay, so for example, tendons and ligaments. Okay, they have more collagen fibers, which is protein fiber, and less ground substance. Okay, so from here you can see the cell. This is a fibroblast. The name also fibroblast. Here a lot of the collagen fibers. So that's why they are strong enough and also flexible for what we call to connect the muscles to bones and connect bones to bones. Okay, so you see the fibroblast, collagen fibers. So okay, you can compare to the loose fibrous connective tissue just now. So adipose tissue is a specialized loose fibrous connective tissue, and then the cell is known as the adipocytes. Okay, adipocytes, so they store fat. That's why you see here very large, and then the transparent, so that means they store fat. Okay, because the fat is the what we call the storage energy. Okay, so they found beneath the skin and in the tissue that cushion internal organs such as kidney and heart. Okay, they have what we call a layer of adipose tissue to protect it, to absorb the shock. Okay, so you see the adipocyte, they store fat a lot. So the body uses this stored fat for energy, insulation, and organ protections, as you can see here. Okay. Cartilage is the supporting skeleton in the embryonic stages of all vertebrates. And then bone will replace the cartilage during the development, and also found in most adult vertebrates as well. For example, your nose, your ears here. Okay, so this cartilage. Then you can see here, collagen in the matrix gives the cartilage flexibility and strength. So that means they consist of a lot of what we call a collagen. Okay, so this is the cell. So the cell is found in lacuna. Okay, lacuna. That means here is one lacuna, they got one cell. Here one lacuna, they got two cells. So that means for cartilage, normally the cells, okay, the specialized cells called chondrocytes. Okay, chondrocytes. So they found in the what we call the lacunae. Okay, lacunae. That means a singular form. So no, it's a plural form. Lacuna is a singular form. So we see the matrix. So the matrix, they have a lot of chondroitin sulfates. Okay, collagen and the chondroitin sulfate. So chondroitin sulfate is chondrin. Okay, so remember chondrocytes found in lacunae. Okay, and then we see the matrix. So this is cartilage. So there are three types of cartilage: hyaline cartilage, elastic, and fibrocartilage. Okay, from this diagram you can see here, okay, the difference. Okay, this is the elastic. This one is a fibrocartilage. So this is hyaline. Okay, where you can get it? This cartilage. Okay, where is A here? All right. So the hyaline cartilage they show is the blue color here. So we can find a lot. Okay, hyaline. Okay, quite strong. Okay, cartilage. So they find here. Then fibrocartilage. This one is the very strong one. Okay, in the vertebra. Okay, and then the knee. Okay, pubis here. So this one can stand or resist to high pressure. Then elastic cartilage, as the name is elastic. Okay, elastic. So they find in your ear. So that's why you can bend your ear, but you cannot bend your nose. Okay, and then for this one also we can't bend it. Okay, the one white color one. Okay, so since you already know, so this is just information for you. So it's the most common type of cartilage, hyaline cartilage, as you see from the diagram. You can see a lot. Okay, blue color one. Then semi-transparent glassy contain only fine collagen fibers. Each lacunae may enclose 1, 2, 4, or 8. 1, 2, 4, or 8 chondrocytes. No blood vessel. So exchange of materials occurs between the chondrocyte and matrix is by diffusion and very slow. Okay, so found in the nose, end bones, growing long bones, and trachea. Okay, hyaline cartilage you can see. Okay, lacuna. Within the lacuna, they have chondrocytes. Then they within the matrix. So you know what is a chondroblast? This is starting. They form the matrix. This has to maintain it. Okay. Hyaline cartilage also forms the skeleton of the cartilaginous fish and embryonic skeleton in bony vertebrates. Okay, and elastic cartilage contains more elastic fibers, confer greater flexibility than the hyaline cartilage. Okay, this one. Because they have more elastic fibers. Okay, more elastic fiber, you can see the elastic fiber a lot. Okay, fibrocartilage, more collagen fibers than hyaline cartilage. So they provide greater strength than hyaline cartilage and less flexibility. Okay, so they found in the symphysis, pubis, intervertebral disc, knee joint, and the jaw joint. You see a lot of the collagen fibers. Okay. Bone is a hard connective tissue, and then consists of living cells and the mineralized matrix. So the mineralized matrix, they consist of this one. See, 70% this one and 30% organic materials, calcium, hydroxyapatite. So they provide support, protections, and some metabolic functions. There are two types of bone. One is compact bone and a spongy. So the compact bone is here. No, spongy is this one. Or maybe you look at here, this one is a compact bone and then the spongy is here. Okay, compact bone is used in the growth of the long bones, and then the bone is formed in thin sheets of matrix called lamellae. Okay, so you can see here one lamellae, one lamella, another lamella, another lamella, another lamella. So there are many lamellae. So with lacunae, so this is lacunae again, lacunae. So within the lacunae, there are osteocytes. Okay, osteocyte means the cell. Okay. And then you can see most of the lamellae are organized into sets of concentric rings with each set surrounding central canal. So this one is central canal, or we call the Haversian canal. And then they have a lot of concentric rings, which is known as the lamellae. Okay, and then here they have a lot of the lacunae. Okay, in the what we call the lamellae, and then inside the lacunae. Inside the lacuna, they have osteocytes. Okay, osteocytes. Then you see here there are many something like the root. Actually, this is the Canaliculi. Okay, so what is Canaliculi? 5 canals containing cytoplasms, the cytoplasms of the osteocytes. Okay, connect the lacunae to each other and blood vessel passing through for exchange of materials. So that means the osteocytes in the lacunae, they will use the canaliculi, okay, to connect with other lacunae. Okay, and then this one concentric rings, this one, the whole thing is known as osteon. Okay, osteon, or we call it as a Haversian system. Okay, Haversian system. Okay, blood vessels run parallel within the central canal. From the central canal, so you see they run parallel. Okay, then each concentric rings of the central canal with lamina or an osteocyte is called an osteon. So here one, that means one osteon, an osteon, or we can call it as a Haversian system. So a Haversian system. So between the lamella are numerous lacunae, so contain the osteoblasts. Osteoblasts becomes less active after mature and reduce in the quantities of the organelles. Okay, so starting is the osteoblast, then after that they will become the osteocyte. Osteocytes just to maintain the bone only. Okay, when the bones become mature. So may activate if the structural changes in the bone are required. For example, you have the injury in the bone fracture. So the osteocyte will be activated to produce more matrix. Canaliculi, the radiated from each lacuna contains cytoplasm, which link with the central Haversian canal. So they connect osteocytes located in the lacuna to one another. See here for story here, you see they connect to each other. Okay, so an artery and veins run through the Haversian canal and branch to the lacunae via the Canaliculi. So the material exchange, gases exchange, nutrient exchange, they occur in the Canaliculi, okay, of one between the lacunae. The matrix of the compact bone is composed of collagen manufactured by the osteoblasts, okay, covering the bones is the layer of the dense connective tissue, the periosteum. Okay, the periosteum, here, periosteum, okay, outside the cover the bone. The inner region of the periosteum has blood vessel, okay. See the inside here they got blood vessel, and then can develop into the, then they have a layer which contains cells that can develop into osteoblast. So this one is periosteum, and then here they got cells. These cells can be used to form osteoblast. Then later they will form the osteocyte. Spongy bone, okay, spongy bone is here, this one. So the plate like this one, we call it as a trabeculae. Okay, trabeculae. So contain less inorganic material compared to compact bone. Okay, and occurs in the growing embryo and the solar ends of the long bones here. See, the solar ends. Okay, so what's function of these spongy bones? So it's the site of red bone marrow. The head of the long bones, the way here is the site of the red bone marrow. So red bone marrow is used to produce blood cell, whereas at the center here is the yellow marrow. Okay, this yellow marrow consists in fat filled in the space within the spongy bones of the shaft. So this one, the red bone marrow is used to produce the blood cell. So this one is used to produce the fat cell. Okay, blood is a connective tissue, okay, in which the matrix is the liquid. So they consist of red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. So this one you know. This one I don't want to explain more because you know the blood very well. Okay, so these are the connective tissues. So the function normally is to connect, okay, one tissue with another tissue, and also provide the protections, okay, and so on. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for listening.